Hey, it's Marcelle Allen, author of Financial Joy, and it's the beginning of Financial Literacy Month. So I wanted to share with you a couple of my favorite books around finances, but not just financial literacy, about actually having success with your money. So first off is there's this great book from Jen about You Are a Badass at Making Money. And if you haven't read this, I highly suggest you go to Amazon and pick it up, or if you're friends with me here at InSpark, swing by, I'll let you borrow it, no problem. This is a great book on retirement planning. I think a lot of us are like, what do we do for retirement? And I'm still pretty young, I'm only 36, but I've had a lot of questions. This book answered so many of those questions, and it's a local gal who she actually took her LATEX class. So amazing author, Judy Ann Michael, and she simplifies it. She makes it easy, and that's where it's a short and sweet. It's a great book. Highly recommend it. Again, it's something I have here at InSpark if you want to borrow it. Talking about sales, and a lot of my friends have heard me talking about Financial Joy, and I talk about the seagull, and I want to introduce you to, he's actually no longer with us. He passed away maybe, I don't know, 5 or 10 years ago. A remarkable trainer in the direct selling and sales industry. So this book is jam-packed with scripts talking about, building your list and really how do you become a top producer, whether it's somebody else's company that you're distributing for or your own company. And then of course, I want to introduce you to Financial Joy, because if you haven't yet read this book, it's a short read, 30 to 35 minutes, depending how quick of a reader you are, but it's extremely visual, and I really introduce a new way of looking at money. But this framework, I don't know if you can see it, on the far left, I talk about, financial foolishness or financially uninformed or financially frustrated. And then in the middle, I put financial literacy, and I think financial literacy is when we're informed and we know what's going on and we have a grasp. That doesn't mean we've actually achieved it though, and that's where even further it goes into being informed, being focused, and that's one of the biggest pieces I find with a lot of my clients is, are they financially focused? Do they have sales goals? Do they have retirement goals? Do they have profit goals, not just revenue goals? And then at the end, I would put financially intelligent and financially generous, because I believe that being literate is one thing, but being financially intelligent, that's what I encourage people to strive for. But there's some great places in between where you could become financially curious. If you ever get confused or stuck about something, I encourage you to get curious. For me, I've had to get creative with math to make it fun, and so I talk about doodling the data and just really creating a different way to look at numbers and profit points. And for me, that works, but I want you to find out what works for you and get curious. Come by, grab some of these books. Again, these are all outstanding books that could really benefit you to help you get to the next step. So I want to celebrate Financial Literacy Month with you, and tell me, what great financial book are you reading right now? Thanks.